Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I hope you're doing well. I have in my possession information from an insider at Amazon and what they are about to share. And I'm going to break this into two videos because there's so much here will shock you. I'm not joking. This isn't clickbait, because what I want you to understand is that the insiders of the largest organizations, the largest businesses on earth, care more about the real estate situation, the banking collapse, than you do. All right. The reason why is they know that these systemic shocks to the system that just happened are going to carry further into the economy, affect you in a way that will affect their business. We are seeing right now Walmart shutting down across the country because they are claiming excessive theft. They are exclaiming that they are not making any profits because of the theft, but other reasons as well. The consumer is tapped out. Costco earnings are showing that people have moved from just buying stuff that they want to buying things that they need. All right. And this literally, these notes are going to shock you about what the upper echelon in Amazon are talking about right now, things that are going to drastically affect their business. And I also want to remind you what Jeff Bezos said approximately 4 or 5 months ago, that he sees a day where Amazon won't exist. And people were shocked. But it blows me away how many people do not remember the Kmarts, the JCPenney's, those are still around, Sears, Fedco, name stores that you remember that were massive conglomerates, monopolies, if you will, that are now gone, that are gone completely through past recessions or downturns in the economy. All right. You are about to experience a wave of really, really bad things coming in the economy. And if you are not prepared for that financially, not only will you be sucked in and be affected and have to possibly claim bankruptcy or possibly worse, I mean, lose everything you've got, but you will miss the opportunity of the greatest financial revolution ever in history, the greatest wealth transfer ever. And I implore you to be prepared. It is no fun making wealth if you're doing it by yourself. I want to take you with me. Now, we're going to share these notes, but I want to say first, I'm going to put a link to another video that I did on my other channel, a real estate channel, about the largest fund that is using pension money to steal your house during this correction. They know the market is tanking. They are literally halting, not allowing pension funds to withdraw money from its residential real estate funds because they're imploding right now. But also, and they sent you a sign because they only allowed $666 million in redemptions. That should have given you a sign right there. But they are literally starting another fund to capitalize, and it's essentially called a downturn fund. They're going to capitalize and take your homes from you and rent them back. This is not a joke. I'm going to put a link. It's on another channel, a real estate channel called The Real Estate Ninja, and you need to watch it. These are very serious signs. I want you ready for this. Now, let's do this. I'm going to break this up into two videos. All right. So these are insights and notes taken from an insider at a large Amazon event or meeting, but it's from insiders. All right. This is not a general meeting for employees. Okay. This is high level thinking, and people need to understand how serious this is. So here we go. This was very recent. They're talking about at an Amazon meeting. They don't sell these products. They're talking about REITs, which stand for real estate investment trusts. Right now, they said this is what the big guys at Amazon are following and seeing how it's going to affect their sales. REITs are 12.8% of Wall Street assets currently. That Wall Street assets, 12.8% of them are comprised of real estate investment trusts. REIT commercial units are not occupied. The amount of those that are not occupied are between 58 and 64% of commercial REITs. I've been talking about this commercial mortgage implosion that will dwarf what just happened in crypto that affected the regional banks. Please understand how serious this is. These are non-occupied buildings, and they have become a major liability and will be dumped. The duration of time to repurpose into alternative living and or life work will take 2 to 3 years to renovate with access to bank capital. So let me repeat that again. The duration of time to repurpose these commercial units, I've been talking about that as well. They're going to start taking these massive Walmarts, these massive buildings, and they're going to start to convert them into living spaces, but almost imagine it like a cell, because tiny homes are taking off. I've got to drive you to this tiny home community near my house. It makes me sick how expensive real estate's gotten, and how here you can have a shoebox and it's going to cost you $400,000. Like in New York, where tiny apartments, right? They're going to repurpose this, and they're even estimating, Amazon is paying attention to this because they're looking at how much it's going to cost the consumer, and that's money that's not going to their products. It's going to take between 2 to 3 years to renovate with access to bank capital. It says right here, now these are notes from this meeting, okay? And I thank all of my insiders that are sharing with me information that you will not see on the news. That is why it's so vital to hit the thumbs up and to share these videos, please. Regional banks. Again, this is Amazon caring about regional banks, are attached to the hip of local in big words, commercial properties that are not performing. Same issue above, except these properties are not as easy to convert into alternative use projects. Very few leases in this segment were signed in 2023. So they're already seeing that commercial is just imploding. All right, it's totally imploding. And if you remember, there have been news stories that I've covered where Amazon had these plans to build these massive distribution centers in 2022, 2023, and 2024, and they have been canceled, literally decimating some communities because they were planning on the revenue and they were overspent. There are communities, put it down in the comments if you're one of the cities or townships that have been affected by this, that have planned for Amazon fulfillment center to come in. It's completely done because the economy is turning, and it is going to be a big shock. Here's more. Local and regional depositors are pulling and migrating funds into other larger quote unquote banks. The issue is that when the local consumers are mattressing cash, buying metals, think about that, guys. They're referring to gold and silver. Amazon is talking about gold and silver sales. And hoarding dollars, they are signaling a lack of trust and faith in the system. You can't buy trust. It's earned, and once it's gone, it takes years and new opportunities to regain the confidence of the marketplace. Think about that. Amazon is very concerned that the consumer has lost faith in the financial system of the US dollar. That means they are starting to mattress cash and hoard cash. Those are the words that are being shared at an insider meeting at Amazon. Okay? This is why it is so very vital that you get all of this data, these different data points together to make the best decision on what is going on in the market, in the world's economy, because it is going to drastically affect you. I don't care if you think your job is safe. It is not. Credit pullbacks. This is the next thing they're talking about. Larger entities like Amex or American Express and national banks are risk adverse and are calling in their credit lines. The more they pull back, the harder it will be for small to mid-sized businesses to access and gain approval for funds to start, grow, and scale their businesses. Again, why would this matter to Amazon? Well, because I own multiple businesses. As a matter of fact, I've been shedding businesses. My family closed 2 businesses, 2 entities this year to prepare for this downturn. When you start a business, what's one of the businesses that you use for a lot of your supplies and needs? Amazon. And that's why Amazon cares about this. I've been explaining before the last 4 or 5 months how the access to capital for new businesses and new startups in this country is going to diminish to almost nothing in 2023 because venture capital firms are failing left and right. I don't want to go too much for the next video. Let's talk this one. Consumer slowdown online. And this is very important. This is the bread and butter of their business, right? Consumer slowdown online. February 9th signaled to the Amazon USA marketplace that the consumer audience has lost its appetite for all things sold online. The I don't know what even happened on February 9th. Again, this is information coming from an insider. The wants versus needs marketplace has become a need-based purchase environment. Amazon is down 32% year to date. Another 27,000 techs another 27,000 techs are scheduled to be laid off end of April. Think about this. Now, I'm going to wait for the rest to talk about in another video. It's going to go into China. It's going to go into supply chain problems that they're seeing right now. And what else are we going to be talking about in the next video? They're talking about auto loans. They're talking about compression in consumer consumption. They're going to talk about used goods for sales on Facebook. So that's going to be the next video I come out with. Eventually, what I'll do is I will when I come out with that video in the next few days, I will link it in the comment section. But also I want you to remember to go to that other video that I did on my other channel, Real Estate Ninja, and it is about what is happening right now with Blackstone or BlackRock. I'm blanking out. By starting a fund, the largest of its kind ever in history, to buy up these distressed commercial and residential real estate assets as they completely collapse. So I want you guys ready for that. So go and take a look at that video. I hope you guys have a good day. Remember, none of this is to be scared. This is to motivate you to get ready and prepared. And then you are going to absolutely crush it as this market collapses. I hope you guys have a great day. With that being said, the Economic Ninja is out.